Hey boys, welcome back to some more Raiders Career Mode 2019, and the Warriors are back on top of the ladder. We snuck into second spot after a couple of wins and I think the bye last start. So yeah, we're on a bit of a roll here, but the bye could give us a little bit of a little downturn here. It's always tough to sort of get up after it, but I think we're pretty much full strength. We'll have a look. I think it's Papali. Yeah, Papali's back. Leilua's back. So yeah, full strength outfit. Gonna be taking on the West Tigers here, and they probably full strength as well. There'll be a few interesting little choices here thrown in. Russell Packer, Ben Madalino didn't play a lot in real life footy this year for them. Yeah, they got a few issues there with their forward pack, the West Tigers. A lot of their bigger name forwards, they started out pretty well when they first signed them, but just didn't really go on. Ben Madalino is probably one of the more disappointing players for his whole career. I mean, he did have a couple of really good years at the Warriors, but I feel like he could have been so much better. I really don't know what happened to Madalino. I don't really think injuries affected him too much. Obviously, every forward, every player in the NRL suffers injuries, and you never really know the full extent of it. As looked like a nice sweeping backline play, but a little bit sloppy at the end there, caused a knock on. As we're fortunately going to get the little intercept there. As I think it was, who was that? I think McQueen went through, or Chris Lawrence. Couldn't quite see. But yeah, Madalino, he had so much ability. Big fella, good footwork, put a shot on. Yeah, just didn't, I don't know, just never really lived up to the potential I felt. He definitely had some good years at the Warriors, but I feel like he could have been better for longer. But right here, we're going to get to a nice little... that play before, I don't know why it wasn't play on. We would have scored off the knock on, apparently, from the Tigers. As we're going to gift the ball over. Leilua from dummy half. You don't know what he's going to do. And right there, he just threw a bit of a shocking pass straight into the lap. As Josh Hodgson, I think it was Hodgson, came up with the high shot there. I wasn't even controlling him. That's what makes it even worse. The AI gives away the high shot. So he's probably going to be missing for a couple of games. And we do end up giving away another penalty here. So SR Masters looking to open proceedings with a penalty goal. Don't mind giving it away. I say it every time, but I'd rather give away the 2 points than have to defend the goal line for a set of 6. That's pretty self-explanatory there. As nice little ball there. Hudson Young through the gap. Beautiful ball back to Jack White, and Jack White pinned the ears back, and he's going to get there. That's beautiful play. Finally, it happens sometimes. It's not very common, but sometimes the support play works a treat. And Wyden was the guy that threw the nice ball to Young. It was actually a bit of a sloppy pass. He sort of copped the contact, but Young, he's a good young player, Hudson Young. Hopefully he can get his rubbish out of the game, and every time he's gone on the field, though, he looks like a really good player. It's just annoying that he's just a grubby player. But yeah, great little bit of footwork, good speed after the line break, and beautiful ball back to Jack White, who's a great support player in the scores. Our opening try, we do give away we gave possession back to the Tigers with a couple of minutes before the break, and we end up giving away a penalty. Right there, it was a bit of a 50-50. I mean, we only probably had to defend maybe 1 or 2 plays. So I was sort of on the fence. I was holding him down a little bit longer. I was like, I'll test my arm here. If I can hold the play down a little bit, waste a bit of time, not give it the penalty, I'd be happy. But also, if we give the penalty, I was like, that's fine as well. So that was one of those moments where I wasn't too fussed either way. But it probably works out alright. They go for the 2. So it's going to be a 6-4 lead to us going into the second stanza here. And a great little start there. Jack White putting the kick downfield. Great chase by the boys. Nickel Clockstad leading it. As a good little switch of play here. Jared Croker, I could have... just look up, Stanek. I don't know why I went for the kick. Hudson Young was back on the inside. Could have thrown him the nice ball and and probably been a try, but yeah, didn't see him. Didn't see him apparently, and yeah, wasted a little bit of a opportunity there. So yeah, he's taking him off now. But yeah, Hudson Young had a bit of a stellar start here. He's been okay for us, but coming off the bench, hard to get the real impact. But he's had a good game here. Is this one? Unfortunately, oh my god, we threw the risky offload. And we didn't need to, and then we get driven back into the in goal, which is fairly frustrating as Elijah Taylor gets ankle tapped, and Jared Croker, what a try saver that was. I don't know how we stopped it. That was ridiculous. And then on the back of that, McQueen also stopped in a solid shot there. So fifth and last here, it's going to be Josh Reynolds putting up the bomb. It's going to be Jordan Rapiner. Gets out left there. The bat down to Corey Thompson. Oh, man. It's just... I just know every time that happens, dude, you just can't defend it. I don't know what it is, but every time after a bat down from the AI, they always beat that first line of defense, whoever catches it. And because they're like a meter away from the try line, if they beat the first line, they're gonna score. So that's yeah, that's the one where you just can't defend it, or at least I haven't been able to ever defend it. When they bat it down, I'm just like, if it goes into the arms of one of their players, pretty much game over. So they do snatch the lead late in this game, but good chance here, good little kick. Josh Papali, the only man chasing through, unfortunately, wasn't Nickel Clockstad. Papali, he's a decent athlete for a big fella, but you probably don't want him contesting those high balls, as the inside play almost worked there, but a good stop by the West Tigers forward there. So couple of chances left as we try to switch it to our two powerhouses in Leilua and Rapiner. Haven't seen much ball this game, but couldn't get through there. So last play, pretty much have to run it here. One across the line to Croker. Beautiful ball onto Kotrick. Put in the chip and chase. He's going to lead the race, but the scramble was there. The Tigers, they knew what was on, and it was just all hands on deck. Just the swarm. Had like 4 or 5 players all around there. So yeah, unfortunately, we're just a little bit far away from the try line to be able to just plant that one down. And it looks like the Tigers are going to get away with the win. Disappointing. I feel like we played a pretty good game. We just didn't have any possession. You look at that. I mean, apparently we had 59%, but we only had like 9 sets. So yeah, a bit strange. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.